in this video, we're gonna learn how to make your skin smooth with the skin texture still intact. Ready for this? In 1 minute or less. Also, at the end of the video, I'm gonna show you how to do the same thing in 30 seconds or less. See guys, this video is really special. If you have not watched any other videos of mine, that's okay, but make sure you watch this one, so stay tuned. Alright, straight up, so let's jump straight into it. So the first thing that you need to do, make a duplicate of the background layer. To do that, Ctrl J or Command J if you're using a Mac, and then invert it, Ctrl I, Command I if you're using a Mac. And then, now I know this looks like a scene from a horror movie, but wait, it will get better. Change the blend mode from normal to vivid light. Now, this makes things much more worse, I know, but that will get better. Okay, go to Filter, Other, High Pass, and set the value to 24. 24 is set, that's fine. Click OK. Now, go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. Now this is gonna create a magic. Let's zoom in quite a bit and keep the value around 3 and 4. Keep the value around such a number which accentuates the pores in the skin and the skin texture as general. So too much of it is not good. That also introduces a lot of wrinkles. We don't want too much of this. I think in this case 4 will work just fine. Keep it 4, click OK. Now this is prepared, the skin is smooth, but the problem is the skin smoothing is being applied to all over the image. Also applies on the hair, applies on the clothes, applies on the eyes. It doesn't look right, does it? So now all you need to do, press and hold Alt option and create a mask. Click on this one. This creates a negative mask for it. Now select the brush, make sure the foreground color is white. If it's not, press D and then just start painting over it. You can keep the flow at around 40, 50, whatever. I would keep 100 to make the work a little faster. And there you go. Start painting over the skin. And there you have it. Don't paint over the areas that are supposed to be sharp, like the eyes, like the beneath of the nostrils. Okay? Don't paint over those areas. Just paint over the areas that are supposed to be soft. Okay? Don't paint over the highlight. Suppose there's a highlight here, don't paint over it. That takes away the natural effect from there, but you can paint over it just a little bit. Stay away from the lips. Stay away from these highlights. Don't paint over them. Okay. I'm doing a very slow job, you can do it fast. There you go. Now if you have accidentally painted some extra areas, you can always press X. This switches the foreground and the background color, makes it black, and then you can paint in the areas that you would like the sharpness back. So we don't want sharpness in these areas. Okay. Beneath the eyebrows, so we would paint these areas with white. There you go. Let's paint in here. Now, how much time did it take? You tell me. If you do this, I just explained it to you, but if you do this, this will take just a minute and a half or a minute, okay? So let's look at the before and after. So this is the before, this is the after. Makes loads of difference. So you can always go ahead and decrease the opacity if you want. I think for this, in this case, 75 is good. You don't want to make her look young again, okay? So this is the before, this is the after. Of course, it shows a little bit of eye bags, so you can go ahead and remove the eye bags before doing this. Anything that you want to do, blemish removal, or eye bags removal, or mole removal, anything that you want to do it before doing the skin smoothing, because you don't want to apply any kind of skin smoothing above the blemishes, because this kind of start looking... Now let's learn how to do the same thing in 30 seconds or less, and for that we have to create an action. Let's delete this and now go to Windows and Actions. Now this opens up the Actions dialog box, and what the Actions dialog box does is that it records your actions, and when you play it later it just repeats those actions. So now all you need to do all the steps again, but record it. So click on this new action and name it Skin Smoothing Quick. Okay. set default action is fine. You can set the groups, you can set the function key for it. If you want to set a function key, for example, F1, F2, F3, you can set that key for it. When you press that key, automatically the skin will be smoothened. Okay, click record. Now this is recording. Now what we did, created the duplicate. Okay, Control I, change the blend mode to what? Vivid light, and then filter, other, high pass, the value is 24. Okay, and filter, blur, Gaussian blur, the value is 4. Now it depends. It usually stays in or around 3 or 4. So you can make 2 actions, one for 4, one for 3, depending upon the size of the portrait. Okay, so in this case, I would set 4, and this works for most of my images, and click OK. And then we have to create a negative mask. Press and hold Alt or Option and click on it, and select a brush and make sure that the foreground color is white. Now stop the recording, click on this. This stops the recording. Okay, now this is saved. Now all you need to do, let's delete it. Let's zoom out, and this time all you need to do, make sure the background layer is selected. It's already selected by default, and click on this skin smoothening quick, which we just created. Okay, and play it, and it will do that automatically up until the point where we just have to paint. Now it has selected the brush for you, it has selected the foreground color for you, you just have to paint now. Okay, and there you have it. If you can paint in 15 seconds, you can do that in 15 seconds. I can paint in 15 seconds really quickly. Okay, there you go, it's pretty much done. Okay, not so pretty nicely or accurately, but that's done. How much time did it take? 15 seconds? 20 seconds? I don't know how much time did it take, but it gives you a really fantastic result in no time. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, make sure to give us a like, and also don't forget to subscribe. And not just subscribe, click on that bell button so that you don't miss anything. I'll see you guys in my next one. Till then, stay tuned and make sure that you keep creating.